How to use HTML to open a link in a new tab. User experience is extremely important for a successful website or web application. There are times when we want to redirect a user from our site to an external site without leaving our site. For example, if a user clicks a link, we might want the user to be redirected to another site in a new tab. Let's say we are building a photo sharing application. And every time the user selects the download link, it needs to open that photo in a new tab. How do we do this? When a user clicks on a link in our web page, we can open that link in a separate browser tab with the target HTML attribute. The code below will open the link in a new browser tab. Less than or href equals www.google.com target equals blank greater than open link in new tab less than a greater than open link in new tab. The blank value indicates that we want our link to open in a new blank tab. We can accomplish the same with JavaScript as well. Below is the JavaScript code snippet to do so. In the code above, we are using the window global object to open a URL in a new blank tab. We are also focusing on the window after it is opened. If you are using a JavaScript framework like Angular, React, or Vue, or if you already have a lot of JavaScript code in your project, feel free to use JavaScript to open links in a new window. For instance, let's say you are building an optimized mobile site for slow networks. In that case, you'd want to limit your JavaScript code. Another example is HTML email templates. When you are developing HTML templates to send through via email engines like MailChimp or Mailgun, you cannot include JavaScript with it because of security concerns. You can learn more about this topic here. Alright, let's go back to our HTML target attribute. Besides blank, we can pass in several other values in this attribute. Below is a list of all values for the target attribute. We have already seen how blank works. The self value is the default behavior which opens the link in the same tab. Parent and top are the two interesting ones. Let's say we have an iframe element embedded in our site. And inside that iframe there is another iframe. Here's the code. Now let's say we have a link in the nested iframe. If we were to set the target attribute to top, it will open the link in the main browser div. In other words, it skips all the iframes and opens the link in the main browser window. On the other hand, if we were to use parent, it would open the link in its parent iframe. In this case, it will open in the first frame. We can also open the link in a separate window instead of a new tab. We can use the onClick HTML attribute and bind it with a JavaScript window open command to achieve this. Notice that we can also specify a width and a height for our new window where the link will be opened. Although target element is supported by most of the modern browsers, there are some legacy browsers where the target feature is not available. For your reference, here's a list of them. Learn to code for free. FreeCodeCamp's open source curriculum has helped more than 40,000 people get jobs as text source, freecodecamp.org.